Yeah, okay. Moga, hey, thank you, man. Appreciate it. If society needs to be fixed, what is better option? Shaming the sex workers or 2, shaming the simps who pay for the content? My take is 2.
I agree. 2.
I say 1 and 2.
I say both, yeah.
Both.
Well, I don't think.
If you have to pick one, though.
If you had to.
If I had to pick one,
Cut it off at the root.
yeah, I was going to say 1.
To be honest. Yeah.
If there was nobody making the content, there would be no content to consume.
But then people would go out and do it in real life, and that can get dangerous.
That's
What do you? That's
false.
yeah. What do you mean?
I don't think that's false,
Erroneous.
actually.
Erroneous.
Explain. I don't
Well-
understand.
Wait.
People in general have fetishes, and a lot of those fetishes, people are nervous or embarrassed to outwardly portray those fetishes, right? They're nervous that they're going to be rejected because that fetish is weird, it's taboo. So they look to porn to live out that fetish. And if porn doesn't exist, people will go do it in real life.
It's actually the
Erroneous.
opposite. Porn contributes. Sorry, no, it's
Go
okay. Porn contributes to these so-called fetishes. If that content weren't out there, half these people wouldn't understand that they had these fetishes.
That's kind of true.
Yeah, it is highly accurate.
I think
And
it works in duality.
If porn didn't exist, there would be less fetishization of sex.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the occurrences in where somebody had a weirder sexual preference, you should be able to discuss that with your spouse and come to a agreement like, are you comfortable with that? And I will love my spouse and I will try to cater to what they enjoy, because I'm not called to be selfish. In a relationship, I am mostly called to be selfless. So if my spouse desires something, like, I'm going to try to accommodate. And I would hope that it's reciprocal.
I'll say this. Did you want to come in really quick, or
You're good. Go for it.
do you want to go?
I mean, I was just gonna say that while I am very much anti-sex work and
OnlyFans coming soon?
no,
Okay.
no, don't put that idea
out
in
there.
people's heads. No, God, no. No, while I am very anti-sex work, I do believe that shaming sex workers, I wouldn't say contributes to the problem, but it's not really getting anybody anywhere. If there was, the consumerism is a huge issue on top of sex work being around in general.
And I'm not trying to I mean, I obviously don't condone that industry whatsoever. I'm not doing this to personally shame anybody, but I if you just if you cut it off at the feet, there's no content to consume.
But do you think that you
I
can...
mean, it's just in context of this question.
Exactly.
Yeah, in the context of the question.
Yeah, but in the context of that question, if you had to choose one or the other, you think that shaming sex workers, not necessarily getting rid of sex work as a whole, because I agree that would be the best option. You think shaming sex workers is the better option?
Well,
then?
sure. I mean, I guess the articulation of
If
that
you
question,
could get rid of sex work entirely, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
obvious.
Yeah, in the context of the question, I think I would rather the verbiage be, we should shame the act and not the person is committing the act, so you can't be devoid of responsibility. But the act in itself, we should totally say, is a horrendous decay on society that needs to be stopped.
Your response to the decay on society that needs to be stopped?
I think porn is a byproduct of our society.
Okay. One thing really quick, earlier you mentioned something about, or I don't know if it was Priya in response to something she said, that, well, porn is actually what I think it was Priya, porn creates a lot of these kinks. And I don't know, I'll say this, maybe it's not even porn, it's just other kinds of forms of social media content.
Well, absolutely. I mean,
let me just finish. I've been having sex since the Bush administration, son.
What year was that?
07?
Oh,
My goodness.
It's been a minute. I'm an old man here. I've been having sex since the Bush administration. And I don't know what happened in 2012, 2013, but all of a sudden, I don't know what shifted. All these bitches want to be choked. I don't know what's going on. All y'all want to be choked. What the fuck is going on? It went from wholesome, intimate sex to choke me, daddy. I'm like, shut up. I ain't trying to choke you, son. I mean, I'll do a little bit, but okay.
Oh, gosh.
Is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, porn contributes to...
Y'all want to be choked. What the fuck?
No.
It was one day, nobody wanted to be choked. The next day, choke me, daddy. Yeah. It's what the fuck?
Do you want to know, what has contributed to things like that.
Yeah, I'm confused what you're asking. Like, obviously, BDSM has become normalized because of porn. Like, porn is
Exactly.
50
harmful.
Shades of
And the
Grey.
normalization
Oh,
of
yeah,
like,
that
oh,
totally was. Oh, my God.
50 Shades of Grey.
How
I'll
did
do
that
a
even-
gentle choke. But I'm not trying to do like asphyxiation, like you want to actually start passing out and shit.
How
I
does
There's a
won't do
way
it.
to choke someone sexually. It's actually,
What's
you
that?
don't choke them. You don't like take the wind out of them, but you like,
No, it's a blood choke.
yeah, you like
We got a
cut off
jujitsu
the
guy
blood
over here. He knows what
circulation
to
over
do.
here, and it like creates this like effect in your head where you feel it creates an effect in your head where you feel kind of like dizzy almost.
Yeah, and it's a blood choke.
Yeah.
You're cutting blood circulation off
Yeah,
your
it
brain.
feels really good because it heightens all your other sensations.
Well, there's degrees to it. Some girls just want a hand on their neck. Some girls actually want to be on the verge of passing out. Some girls want to pass out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm a pass on that. I'm not trying to catch a case for your fucking sexual gratification. I'm sorry, lady.
Yeah, I mean, just if we look in history, we've seen the decline of pretty much most civilizations has been the hallmark of a declining civilization has
Choking
been
bitches?
I
I think so.
Yeah.
Once the bitches want to be choked,
It's over.
Gosh.
it's done.
Well, yeah, it's
the choke
hallmarked
bitch.
by its promiscuity.
Yeah, the
So
sexualization
when
of
like
our
this stuff gets
society.
normalized, it's not a good sign. We've seen history. There's nothing new under the sun. The same stuff happens over and over throughout history. So when societies start idolizing sex and chasing those things, then
What
it's a wrap.
societies are you talking about?
So Greek society, it promoted homosexuality, sexual promiscuity, just like things that are not in the created order.
But don't you think?
Okay.
No,
But
I'm just saying.
I
like,
might
don't you
have to
think
move
that
this on, but go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah.
Also brings a lot of like new knowledge.
Wait, what?
Well, yeah, what do you mean by that?
Don't you think that like being promiscuous and doing stuff that is like against the norm, not really like morally correct, brings new knowledge of ways that we never thought about living life?
Bro, I'm not trying to choke a motherfucker. Okay. Fine, I'll do a gentle choke. I will do a gentle choke. That's all you get. Okay, ladies, a gentle choke, maybe a hand on the neck. There's no passing out. Okay. All right.
The answer is no.
All right, let me do some chats here.